And welcome to the celebrated nightly news. Well, I guess celebrated news of Calaveras County.
This is our weekend entertainment edition.
And we'd like to say thank you very much for stopping by. And we have taken so after doing it almost every weeknight for about 2 years, we took a couple weeks just as a little bit of a breather.
Not really a breather. We kind of had to get caught up on the Pine Tree website stuff.
Okay. All right. But now you'll be back. You'll be seeing more new news broadcasts from us. And tonight, wanted to start off. I think you want to start. And I guess for those of you who are watching this as kind of a week recap, come up here for the weekends or weekend edition, want to cover just a little bit of a recap of this week.
Yes.
And one of the things, if you haven't followed our local news much this last week, one of the things that's dominated it is just a horrific accident that happened last Sunday, where several members of the same family were killed, and also the boyfriend as well. And I think it's one of those things where, if on here on the local news cycle in Calaveras County, it's taken up a lot of the energy from it. And there is still.
We like to say send our thoughts and prayers to the Montgomery and Peters family.
And the Peters family. And the first service, I guess, is tomorrow, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. First service for let me see. Celebration of Life is planned for Jeremy S. Peters tomorrow. At 1 p.m. at the Metropolitan in San Andreas. Jeremy tragically passed away in a motor vehicle accident in Mountain Ranch on Sunday. He was only 34 years old.
Too young.
A native of Modesto, Jeremy grew up in West Point and has lived there most of his life. He has been working at Sender's Market in Mountain Ranch for approximately 16 years. He has 2 young children. His parents, very tragic. There were 2 other fatalities involved in this motor vehicle accident. His girlfriend of 22 years old. I don't like to talk about it. It's upsetting, you know?
Yeah.
So let me see. He's survived by his 2 children, Jordan Peters and daughter Alexis Peters. His father, David Peters of Valley Springs. He was preceded in death by his mother, Michelle. Sounds like his mother died of a young age. He also has brothers, Daniel Peters of San Diego and Michael Peters of Jenny Lind, his sister, Sarah Peters of Modesto, and stepsister, Desiree Butera of San Andreas.
And also, funds have been set up. Memorial funds have been set up at the Wells Fargo Bank. You
in
can
San
drop
Andreas.
in San Andreas.
Is it any
you can go to any Wells Fargo
okay.
Wells Fargo branch in there for the Peters Memorial Fund and also for the Montgomery Memorial Fund.
For both.
And those are, I believe, separate funds, but they're both. And there's also going to be some additional fundraisers coming up,
which we'll talk about it.
Yes.
One of the boys, Trenton, remains in critical condition. He's been in Doctors Hospital of Modesto since the accident occurred on Sunday.
Yes.
As of this morning, he is still remaining in critical condition, and that is what the hospital is telling us. So, our thoughts and prayers go out with the family as they've lost 2 children, and they have 1 in critical condition. Now, what were the kids' names? Callie. I'm sorry. It's been a long week, and I'm. Let me see. Callie Montgomery, 22 years old, and who else, John? What was the other person's name in the vehicle?
Let's see. Where is our? If you're looking at this, we have one of the posts that we have on here that has well over 50 comments on it. I think it's about 57 comments. And let's see.
3 lives lost. Okay, 3 lives were lost on Mountain Ranch Road in tragic accident in the rain. It was raining lightly. It just was one of those things. Let me see. Callie Montgomery, 22 of Mountain Ranch. Jeremy Peters, both deceased. Trenton Montgomery
and Sky.
And I know.
Yeah.
In critical condition, and Sky Montgomery, 17 years old of Mountain Ranch. So our deepest thoughts and prayers go out to the Montgomery and Peters family. This I can't even imagine.
And all the kids were involved in sports and everything else. And the Enterprise did a very nice piece this week on that the soccer team, the Calaveras High soccer team, had to play their first match because she was a member of the soccer team without her. So it's emotional stuff, and it's hard for a lot of the kids at the high school and everything.
And,
and just wanted to just mention that because it has dominated the local news here this week.
Yes, and we will keep you. There is a fundraiser, I believe, next weekend, a spaghetti feed that's going on, and we will talk about that later.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get on with the weekend, I think.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
All right, and because there's some fun stuff. This is like...
We have the Bjorn, how do you say it?
Bjorn Loppet.
Bjorn Loppet. Do you speak Bjorn Loppet?
Now...
I don't, obviously.
This is basically, that is Swedish for bear race.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
36th annual.
The
this weekend.
36th annual Bjorn Loppet. Now it is a race. They do have the divisions there, but it also is kind of a celebration, kind of a festival and homecoming, because we were talking to Paul Peterson about this, and one of the things from Bear Valley Cross Country, and one of the things he says is that there's people that come into the area that haven't put on their sticks yet all year and come and race the race just because it's what they do.
It's what they do. Like one of them is used to be local Bear Valley resident Scott Fairman usually wins this, doesn't he?
I think he has.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me see. On Saturday, March 7th, cross-country skiers from near and far will assemble in the Bear Valley Meadow for the 36th running of the Bjorn Loppet Ski Race and Festival. With the 10:30 a.m. start, the Bjorn Loppet, meaning bear race in Norwegian,
oh, not Swedish.
Not Swedish.
Yeah,
is enjoyed
sorry.
by young and old alike. There are divisions for all ages and 2 distances are offered. 20 kilometers, which is 2 laps, and 10 kilometers in Saturday's freestyle and striding or ski skating race. The mass start is fun to watch with the go fast racers using the ski skating technique. The course winds through aspen trees over some roller coaster terrain and ends up on the Bjorn Loppet Trail with this notorious Bjorn Loppet downhill. Big thrills are part of the racing game as the race can be won or lost on this section alone. After the race is over, skiers will gather for an outrageous awards party with tons of prizes from Solomon, Cliff Bar, I don't know how you say that, sorry. Patagonia, and many of the local merchants. Saturday is the main event, but on Sunday they will have a second day of racing is offered up for the Striders. Classic skiers only, no ski skaters. This 10 kilometer event starts at 10 a.m., features a different course, and is followed up with prizes as well. They are reporting excellent midwinter conditions.
And if you are looking at coming for a weekend to come up and play in the snow, this is the weekend.
I think it is.
There is more snow on the ground now
day.
than any time during the winter. It is measured in, there's some areas where it's 10, 12
look at the
feet.
forecast.
I mean,
no snow. Finally, it's over.
So it is a bluebird weekend, so come up and play.
Yes, for Bear Valley, tomorrow is going to be sunny, high of 42. Sunday, high of 38.
Very nice.
8 feet of snow, 8 new feet of snow in the last 7 days.
It looks like tonight a low of 16, so you're going to have really good snow conditions.
So be careful though driving up because the roads are slick.
Now, with the low of 16, it'd be a good time for us to go out and hold hands and walk around afterwards.
Yeah.
16 degrees. Just kidding. Yeah, it's not going to happen. All right. Anyway, and also this is actually, personally for me, this is my favorite time of year because this is when the whole county really works in the fact that you have skiing still going up in the high country. You have, it's warm enough that in Murphy's you have.
Huh? They haven't bloomed yet, I've heard.
They haven't really bloomed. Some of them have.
But Daffodil Days is like in a couple weeks, so by then they will be, yes.
Well, they're starting
to bloom. This weekend is the Spring Obsession Weekend, the 12th annual Spring Obsession Weekend, art show, cooking demos, and wine. And that goes on both days, right?
Yep. Art, daffodils, and I saw some daffodils blooming today. There
wasn't a whole bunch yet, but usually it's always like this. Okay. And then all of a sudden it'll be in full bloom by Daffodil Days in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but there are flowers.
Yes, there are some. There's not just a bunch of bulbs.
But this is. See, you didn't let me finish why it was my favorite time of year.
Go ahead.
It is because I like spring because it's new and it's spring. But there's still skiing.
Yes.
But everything's working.
There's all kinds of stuff to do.
You got Murphy's is running. You got flowers. You have all kinds of stuff. It's warm enough down there.
Yes.
People can start mountain biking down the hill.
Yes.
So golfing is good.
Golfing is good. It's going to be a nice, beautiful weekend. They actually also have the Calaveras Wine and Gourmet.
Wine, Grape, and Gourmet. The second
tomorrow
annual at
the Calaveras County Fairgrounds from 1 to 5 p.m. I have to get close to see. Let me see. Plan to enjoy an afternoon of food, wine, vines, and sensory at the second annual Calaveras Wine, Grape, and Gourmet. Let me see.
And one of the nice things in this is they're featuring pairings.
Yes.
Where you'll have a winery that is, pairing one of their wines with
food.
With food.
With food. So you
from all the
have
different.
a drink. Okay. This will take place from 1 to 5 p.m. This year's event will be here at the Calaveras County Fairgrounds and Angels Camp. Taste select pairings of 21 hors d'oeuvres and cheeses prepared by chefs of Calaveras' best restaurants. Savor 45-plus artesian wines featuring local vineyards. Experience 4 interactive educational seminars. All while enjoying, it's late.
It is.
Exhibits of all things gourmet and a settling of fine local art, music, and learning. So this should be a fun time. So you can go to this. You can go. Let me see. You can go to the spring obsession in the morning.
Yeah.
Go to this at 1 o'clock, and then go back to spring obsession for the art unveiling in the evening. Right.
Nice.
We also have going on this weekend. I'm getting a dust cold.
You are.
Glory Hole Sports is holding a yard sale tomorrow. They will have great deals on all kinds of fishing tackle, rods, reels, tackle, and accessories. Actually, they're having it both days. Call the store at 736-4333 for more details.
Yeah, there's
Crossroads Church of Copper, free movie night. The Crossroads Church will be offering free movie night every second Sunday starting in December. I don't know what the movie is this coming Sunday.
Isn't it Fire?
Is it Fireproof this coming Sunday? Maybe that was last week.
I believe.
Why is that show Sunday? That's weird. Okay, I have a problem with my calendar sometimes.
You do?
Yes. How about if I go to the week?
So that's basically that I'm having a problem with the calendar
Yeah, we need
because
to
I need to fix it.
Bret Hart Wrestling Tourney, State Tourney tomorrow. Takes place at Bakersfield.
Bakersfield?
Yeah. Actually, looks like it's going on. It looks like it's maybe started today and it's going until tomorrow. Spring Obsession, Habitat for Humanity. Warehouse open first Saturday at every month. The 36th annual Bjorn Pit Ski Race and Festival. Big Tree State Park. You think they'll have snowshoe hikes this week?
I think they will. I think the snowshoe hikes are back.
Yes.
Because for a couple weeks there, it was kind of the mud shoe.
Yes.
That doesn't work real well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And going on over in Sonora, we have Loft Gallery. Aloft Art presents Inside Out, A Winter's Interlude. The Aloft Gallery is pleased to present an intriguing show based on interpretations by gallery artists considering the theme Inside Out, A Winter's Interlude. I don't know how somebody entered this on a calendar. I didn't know that.
Just show up.
So please join. If you don't know, you can submit your own calendar entries, like us to thepalmtree.net to post calendar entry for you. We're happy to do so. Please join artists for a gallery reception on Saturday, March 7th between 5 and 7 p.m. The show opened on March 1st and runs through April 4th, 2009. The Loft Gallery is located at 19 West Bradford Street, near the corner of Washington and Bradford, in historic downtown. Sorry, it's late, John. It's 11 o'clock. What do you expect? I've been up since 7 working. So. Sorry, my words
are a tumbling.
Here we go. Let's see. We've got some. Let's see. There's some interesting here.
Oh, we haven't even. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We haven't approved those.
Here, we'll approve them.
And on Sunday, Glory Hole Sports is holding another seminar series on fishing that will take place at their store. And for more details, again, you can call 736-4333.
Mm-hmm.
And now, what is going on over in Sonora? Is there still some plays going on over there?
I think there's all kinds of stuff going on over there.
The Sonora Repertory Theater. Okay, Skip, I don't want to win a trip to Las Vegas.
You don't?
No.
Well, I mean, Las Vegas needs the visitors right now.
Yes.
They really do.
What's playing through April 5th is Fiddler on the Roof in East Sonora. Starting at the Fallon House on March 27th is Dracula. And I bet, is Our Town still playing over there too? What's that theater called again?
You're more of the.
Called again over there?
You're more of the Stage 3?
Yeah. Sorry.
And Murphy's Creek Theater's got some stuff going on.
They do this weekend?
I don't know. I mean, what was the We had some new press releases, didn't we?
I'm so confused. I think. Let me see. Now showing is Our Town, playing at the Stage 3 Theater in through March 8th. So it ends this weekend.
Ends this weekend.
Yes. Coming soon is the Blues Box Bayou Band, Cajun Zydeco American Roots Music, Friday the 13th, 2009.
All right. Let's see. Didn't we have? Let's see.
What, John?
They're having auditions.
Yeah, they're
aren't
having auditions. I don't think it's this weekend, though.
Oh. Are you going to audition?
No. Are you?
Nobody wants to see me. I don't even want to see me.
Now, what's the thing going on with the supervisors?
The supervisors?
Yeah, we've got
The
Toffanelli and Russ
melodrama
Thomas.
in
Yes.
Valley Springs finishes up this weekend, and they have and you can catch both. Now you may have heard of like the three tenors.
Yes.
This one we have the two tenors.
Yes, the two tenors.
Well, maybe 1.5.
1.5.
Because, as many of you know, Supervisor Chair Russ Thomas
Yes.
has a phenomenal
Yes, he
voice,
does.
classically trained voice, and Gary Toffanelli, we're not so sure.
I don't know. I haven't heard him yet. Have you?
No,
We
and some
missed it.
of that they may be lip syncing.
So if he hears you say he doesn't have a good voice, he's going to get mad at you.
He probably will.
He looks good in those braids, I have to say. Did you see him in the braids?
So it just matters how he looks, and not,
No.
huh?
Stop it.
Oh, all right. Anyway, anything going on at the BART?
Not that I know of. There's
All right.
not. I believe maybe that all took place last
Okay.
weekend. I'm
All
not
right.
sure, John. I'm sorry.
And one of the things is going on, if you're coming up to Bear Valley to play in the snow, there's all kinds of stuff going on.
We do have something going on Sunday at in Angels Camp Ovation Series.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I forgot. I guess I'll go ahead and talk about this real quick.
You just want to interrupt me because
Races de mi tierra folk Lorico Dance. Now, this looks like it's going to be a fun, colorful event.
Very
This takes
cool.
place at 3 p.m. at the Bret Harte Theater, Angels Camp. High Energy Dance Troupe performs as part of the Calaveras Arts Council Ovations Performance Series. Tickets are $25 for adults and $10 for chicken.
$10 for chickens.
I'm tired. I'm
if
sorry.
If you're bringing your chickens, they get in.
They're free,
for half
probably.
free, yes.
I don't know. No, you probably can't, but pay more to bring your chickens. Children! Sorry about
Yes,
that.
if you bring your chickens in.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
HighSierraTickets.com or 296-5495. Sorry
All
about
right.
that. How about you talk the rest?
Also, coming up here, if you're coming up to Bear Valley, they got all kinds of stuff going on. A lot of it is they've partnered with Mountain Adventure Seminars to do a lot of out-of-bounds, bear tracker, snowcat tours where they'll just take you off on a snowcat out in the middle of nowhere and leave you there. Oh, wait, no.
Backcountry skiing.
Backcountry skiing. And also for the zones, which are some of the harder and less skied portions of the hill. And First Tracks is back up tomorrow, where if you're out there at 7 a.m., you get to go out and ski with the big dog. Martine Wegenstein. You get to go out there and ski with him before the hill even opens. So it's a lot of fun
Our
stuff.
son skied with some big dogs today, didn't he?
He did. He was out
there
skiing with the big dogs today.
With the real big dogs of
Yeah.
Bear Valley.
He was.
Mark Phillips.
He was skiing with...
Chuck
I don't.
Tanscatter.
Maybe he was just following him.
Maybe he was just following. I don't know.
I don't know if he was actually with them.
Chuck
No,
Tanscatter,
yeah.
Martine.
It
Who
was.
else?
So that was it.
Mike Davis.
Yeah.
He was like hanging with the big dogs.
He was hanging with the big
Yeah.
dogs today. So
The Lone Racer, as they call it.
yes.
Anything else going on up at Bear Valley this weekend?
Well, you can take snowmobiling. If you're looking at snowmobiling, this is the perfect weekend
perfect.
to come because there's plenty of snow. It'll be nice
And warm.
well, a little
Not freezing
40.
cold. Yes, that's
Yeah,
better
well,
than
there'll
10.
be sun.
Yes, there'll be sun.
But also not so much sun that the snow gets all slushy.
No.
It'll be good conditions.
Yes, I would think this
So.
weekend's going to be absolutely perfect.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
remember, tomorrow night, Saturday night, is to spring ahead. Can you believe it's here already?
Spring forward and fall
Spring
back.
forward
right?
and fall back. So don't forget to set your clocks ahead 1
So
hour.
that means it's actually after midnight right now?
Well, no, tomorrow night it will be.
Sound out those vowels and consonants. Yeah. Are we done? No, I guess we're not done.
Can I talk like national
Talk
news for
all you
like
want. I don't care. My chest is starting.
And also, if you're following the national news, it's been painful. The economy shed another over 600,000 jobs in February.
I thought it was supposed to get better, not worse, when we got a new president.
And you know, it's bad for our new president if Hugo Chavez calls on you to follow the path of socialism. So if you know it's not going real well for you, if Hugo Chavez says, "Amigo, come on, follow," right?
Yes.
Anyway, so
the Dow tumbled again today. Looks like.
it was back up a tad today.
Okay.
Finished a tad higher.
Let's just hope this gets better, because it's you know, the sad thing about it is, unlike our media outlet, if you watch like the news on regular news on TV, which I don't, I turn it off within 5 minutes. It's so darn depressing.
Right.
It's negative, 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 negative. My God, of course everybody's going to be depressed if all you hear is negative. We try to be positive here at the Pine Tree. Yes, times are tough, but you got to keep on chugging. Don't give up. Keep on chugging. Right? We're not giving up. We're still here.
And if
Right?
you stopped by our site earlier today, that was one of the things that we wanted in the midst of this, because you want people to realize
I think more and more people are getting scared because of things they're seeing on television.
But if you look historically,
But if
many
you
of
go
the
to
great
our side,
fortunes-
you won't get scared. You'll get
great
uplifted
fortunes
in a good
were
mood.
made in down cycles.
Yes.
We even have a free ebook for you.
Yes.
This is a classic, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get motivated. Now, one of the things, if you're using Adobe Acrobat Reader, it's a PDF file. If you do select all on the book,
Mm-hmm.
and you click, and it will actually read it to you.
Yeah, so you can even you don't even have to read it yourself. It will read it to you. Correct?
Right. In fact, where is... Let's see here. I want to try one thing real quick before we sign off.
Okay, Britain's business secretary attacked with green custard. All right.
Yeah, tacked with green custard. That was pretty... There we go. Copyright 1937. Now, one of the things we were going to prove on this, which we... Yes.
What are they doing with him now? I have.
Well, during the election, you may recall that...
I remember Joe the plumber.
Well, they...
Did a background check on him.
kind of
Found that he owed some taxes.
right. But the point was that they did the background check.
Mm-hmm. Why would they on this simple?
Yeah, without really
Mm-hmm.
telling him.
Oh, they didn't tell him. He was quite intimidating during the election, wasn't he? It was funny. It was just like this guy just came out of the blue and
There's
actually
rumors
mattered.
that he's going to run for Congress and everything else. So
I was thinking
Anyway.
he was at least going to get a book deal out of it. So, what do you think? Do you think Rush Limbaugh and Obama should have a debate?
yeah, that's the other thing you've been following.
That was
going to
be my next
Now
poll.
this is one
My
where
next poll,
um,
since we have like 2,000 votes on the other one, I think I'm
oh yeah,
time to
Well,
change
it's time
the
to
poll.
change it. You usually leave them up for a week or so. We've had more votes on this one than anything else. Anything you put up that has anything with Trinitas on it, which is the new golf course out on the west side of the county, is very controversial. It just
CBS
is.
may have to borrow to pay off maturing debt.
CBS.
Yes,
Whew, and have you looked at all the media news? I mean,
Yes.
there is.
not good.
I mean, it is.
Capitol Hill goes gaga over Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Lawmakers are speechless.
All right. Now, things that you may not know about Adobe Reader is that it will read things to you.
Yes, it reads, and I love that voice too. That would put me to sleep.
Page 3, Chapter 1, Introduction.
See, here we
John
go.
listens to these things.
Chapter to desire.
He puts his little earphones in. It's like, are you trying to tune me out?
Page
Trying to get
22, Chapter
motivated.
3, Faith, Visual,
Keep
and
on chugging.
Now, on that note, I guess we'll.
40, Chapter 4,
Here's the thing on this Rush Limbaugh thing. You want to talk about that at all or not?
Well, This is interesting. I mean, this is something that I guess we'll turn this off.
White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs smiled and waved his hands when asked if he was ready to put an end to his battle with conservative radio host Rush Limbaugh.
Right.
If your enemies are fighting themselves, they don't get in the way, Gibbs said. Gibbs, in an interview with The Hill, acknowledged that the reason that the response was a crude paraphrase of a passage from Sun Tzu's The Art of War. But given the former Senate aide's penchant for battles, it's not surprising he's familiar with it. President Obama's spokesman and confidant simply characterizes his battle with Limbaugh and CNBC. Are you trying to tell me to be quiet?
No, not at all.
Commentators Rick Santelli and Jim Cramer as fun. He adds that the... Go ahead, read this. He adds that the rationale behind engaging those critics from the podium of the White House briefing room is to correct the record of Obama's policies during times of severe economic uncertainty. So, didn't Rush Limbaugh ask him for a debate? To do a debate?
I think he's up for it. Yeah.
Do you think it'll ever happen?
Nah.
You don't?
Because there's too much of a risk for the president.
Oh, okay. What do you mean?
I mean, he's in the position of power. I mean, he wouldn't want to stoop to
as low as to like a
debate,
radio talk show.
Yeah, debate a private citizen on
okay.
that matter.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's just I can't imagine that it would happen. But it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of the things that they're betting on is that if you look at Rush Limbaugh's favorable rankings among young people, those up to 35 years old, he basically...
He's favorable?
No.
He's not.
His unfavorable numbers are just off the charts. Okay. So they're hoping that if they can hang the Republican mantle on him, that it would ensure victories on down the line.
Okay.
So anyway, we hope you have a thank you very much for stopping by, and thank you for stopping by our site. We really appreciate it. We know that it's an honor to have as many visits that we do, and we'll try to always hopefully have something that's worthwhile to look at when you come by. I better get busy.
Yeah, I
better get busy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Have a good night.